Hello and happy Fridays, everybody. I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. But in usual style, we're going to start the video off by having a quick look at the new releases from the Royal Mint this week. And we do have a couple of new releases to look at. The first of which is the brand new coin in the 6 Decades of Bond series, being a bond of the 2010s, which is the 6th and final decade of the series. There is still one coin left to produce in the series, which I assume is going to be a completer coin, because we have now had the 6 Decades of Bond. But if we have a look at the coin itself, as per usual, we have the standard Martin Jennings depiction of King Charles facing to the left on the obverse of the coin. It's got the usual legend around which states Charles III, DG Rex, FD £5 2024, which of course would translate to Charles III, by grace of God, King and Defender of the Faith. Looking at the reverse of the coin, which was designed by artists Matt Dent and Christian Davies, we can see that it shows a depiction of the iconic snow plane from the film Sceptre. Below that, we have the logo for 007, and once again in the background, we have a list of all the different 007 films which was produced during the 2010s. It's a great looking coin. It's a series that I've really enjoyed picking up. It's now been released in both Brilliant Uncirculated and Silver Proof. As I've said quite recently on the channel, we've only just seen the second bullion release in the series, so it's going to be a little bit of time until we see this one come out in the bullion coin, because we're now 4 coins ahead on the Brilliant Uncirculated, so there's a few to be released before this one in regards to the bullion coins. But as I say, it has been released in Brilliant Uncirculated, which is going to be minted to order, and therefore there's no actual mintage limit on it. But it has also been released in Silver Proof, starting from the 1 ounce coin going upwards. The 1 ounce coin has got a limited mintage of 4007. I like what they've done there with the mintage number, and is retailing for £110 plus postage, whereas the cost for the Brilliant Uncirculated is £15.50 for the coin plus postage and packaging. The second new release we've had this week is another series coin, and it's the 4th and final coin issued in the latest iconic vehicles of Star Wars series, and that of course is the Death Star. It has been released in Brilliant Uncirculated, coloured and standard 50p, as well as Silver Proof 50p and Silver Proof 1 ounce coin. Once again, we have the standard Martin Jennings depiction of King Charles with the same Latin legend as the previous coin. The only thing difference is the denomination of 50p instead of £5. The reverse of the coin, which was designed by Lucasfilms Limited, shows an intricate depiction of the Death Star 2 in film accurate detail. I really do like the design on this one. I think if anything, they could have shown a little bit more of the right hand side of the Death Star, the side that's still under construction, because you know it makes it look a little bit like it's the Death Star 1 with it looking quite completed. But nonetheless, it's a great looking coin. This is a series that I've really liked, and I've been much more of a fan of the iconic vehicles of Star Wars than I was of the iconic characters. So it's great to see that the final coin has now been released. I am signed up for the 4 coin collection, so I will be receiving it directly from the Royal Mint any day now, and as soon as I receive it, of course, I will review it on the channel for you all to see in closer detail. As I say right now, it's now available in Brilliant Uncirculated, and the standardised Brilliant Uncirculated will cost you £12 plus shipping. The colourised Brilliant Uncirculated has been minted to a maximum coin mintage of 20,010 and will set you back £21 plus shipping. The 50p Silver Proof has been minted to figures of no more than 7,510 and will set you back £75 plus shipping, whereas the 1 ounce Silver Proof has been minted to a maximum coin mintage of 3,010 and will fetch you back £110 plus shipping. One thing I would say about the 2 Silver Proofs is just be wary that the 1 ounce Silver Proof will be produced to a standard of 3/9 fine silver, whereas the 50p Silver Proofs are still produced in 925 sterling silver, so there is a little bit of a difference there between the metal quality in the 50p and the 1 ounce Silver Proof. But that's all the new releases from the Royal Mint this week. A couple of great coins, but as I say, a great week for the collectors out there. So we'll move on to my pickups this week, and I've got quite a few things to go through this week. So we'll start off with a couple of items that I showed last week, and that is of course the Team GB and Paralympics 50p. right here, as you can see, we have the standard 50p brilliant uncirculated coin, and right here to go with it, I also have the colorized version as well. I'm really liking the look of this colorized version. I think the athletes just really pop against the colorized background. This is a design that's really grown on me. I wasn't too sure about it at first just because of how blocky the characters are, but it certainly has grown on me, and I'm actually quite a big fan of this design. And yeah, I think it looks just as good in colour as it does in the standard brilliant uncirculated version. So yeah, they've been received throughout the week, so we'll pop them at the back right there so we can move on to the next item. And you may have noticed we do have a couple of empty slots at the back, which means we've got a few bits to fill into them. So another item I received was a package from my good friend Stephen with the Freeze for V's, and he sent me across a couple of his channel rounds, which follows on from my last stack chat where I had Stephen on as a guest. He was generous enough to give away one of these in a duck race, which I think was won by Anxious Stacker, so that's going to be coming out to you very soon, Anxious mate. But he was also kind enough to donate one to go to my good friend Jamie Frost over in Japan, just to say a massive thank you for all the support he shows and gives to the channel. He's literally always there in every single stack chat, every single weekend, regardless of the fact that he's in Japan. And when the stack chat ends, it's normally about 7 o'clock in the morning for him, and he stayed up the whole night to take part in the chat and be part of the fun throughout the evening. So thank you so much for sending those across to me, Stephen, for sending on. I cannot wait to get it across to Jamie, and I know he's really appreciative of that because he sent me a message to say a massive thank you for sending one out to him. The next item I've picked up is one that I've been massively looking forward to receiving, and that is because we have right here the brand new Stackers Social 1 ounce silver round, which has been produced by Liquid Metals. I love the way he produces his packaging here with his flag and logo in the background, and yeah, I'm so happy to receive that one. I've seen a lot of people on Stackers Social showing the ones they've received too, and it's been so much fun just seeing everybody get their packages and sharing it on the Discord server. It's been a little bit like Christmas Day watching everyone opening up their gifts, and I generally have massively enjoyed that. It really has been a lot of fun. So yeah, thank you so much for Liquid Metals for agreeing to do that for the Discord server, and it's fantastic to have that for the collection. Okay, so the next item I've got to share with you all today is one that I've shown on the channel very recently as a new release from the Royal Mint. It did show as it being out of stock very briefly on the website, but it did come back in stock within a couple of days, so I took the opportunity to pick myself one up, and I'm very glad I did because I am a huge fan of the design, and that is of course the 2024 St. George Slaying the Dragon as designed by artist Jodie Clark. I think it's a fantastic design. One of my favourite things about this design is I absolutely love the way the background makes it look like there's rays of light shining down on St. George as he slays the dragon, which lays trampled beneath the feet of his trusty steed. I love the new design for St. George. He's wearing a little bit more than he has been on previous coins, aka the Benedetto Pestrucci depiction of George. There's two detractors I have about this. One is I think his tunic does look a little bit like a 90, but it's still, it's still a great design. I love it in the whole, but there's that, and also as Griff pointed out to me, it does make it look like the horse has a bit of flatulence. But if you can see past that, it is a fantastic design. I love the look of the dragon. I love the design they've gone for with the dragon. It's very serpent-esque and very elongated looking. And St. George, on this occasion, is armed with his trusted spear. On the other side, we have, of course, the standard Martin Jennings depiction of King Charles III, so we won't spend too much time looking at that. But that is the brand spanking new 2024 St. George and the Dragon. So we'll pop that one right there at the back, and we'll move on to a couple of items that I've been very generously sent from a couple of friends over in the United States. Now, I did open these on last week's Saturday live chat, purely because the person who sent the package across to me was in the live chat, so I took the opportunity to open it then. But I would like to share with you all a couple of things that have been sent across. The first one is this absolutely stunning NATO round, which my good friend Cranky Stacker sent across to me, along with one of his new stickers and a couple of spare stickers for me to send out to the community. So we have this one right here, which is 25 years of security, Winged Sync Anes de Securite. I don't know how poorly I've butchered that Latin right there, but I will say it's a coin I don't know that much about. It's a fantastic looking coin. I love the design on it. We've got North Atlantic Treaty Organization at the top there, and the dates of 1949 to 1974 below the flag. And like I say, its design I absolutely do love. I think it's a fantastic looking coin, Cranky. So thank you so much for sending that across to me. But that wasn't the only thing in the package that I was sent, because it was actually a package that I was sent by Thule, and Cranky had obviously just asked for something to be sent along with it. Now, Thule sent me some fantastic stickers and a wonderful letter which I was able to read on this Saturday Live chat. But I will share with you the absolutely beautiful paws that she sent across. And we have the certificate of authenticity right here from Thule. So we'll pop that on the little stand to display it right there. And if get it, there we go, we've got it. And we'll take a look at the first piece. Now, these are based on Thule's wonderful logo design. I think this looks absolutely stunning. As we can see, it's a 1.4 ounce copper paw. It's absolutely gorgeous. It really is Thule. I'm actually taken back with the high quality standard that these have been produced in. They really have been, and they are just absolutely stunning pieces. But we've got the copper version right here, and to go alongside it, we also have a silver version right here as well. And as you can see, this one's a little bit larger, being 1.6 troy ounces. And Thule, I generally cannot thank you enough for these. They are stunningly beautiful pieces. I really have been a big fan of the pieces that you've been producing over on your channel. And yeah, to have a couple of your homemade hand paws in my collection is just absolutely phenomenal. It really is. I also received a wonderful little bag, which is actually separated into two little semi pockets inside to keep them so they're not jangling on each other, which I think is a brilliant little touch, actually. I thought that was. So we'll pop the bag right there as well. And next up, we've got a couple of pieces of mail that I've received through the post as well. So if I grab my knife and just see if we can make an incision right there. Has that gone through? It has, yeah. Okay, so we're in, but we're not through the plastic bubble wrap. So we'll just get a hole in there. There we go. Okay, and oh no, don't think we're fully in yet. So there we go. So this is an item I've been expecting to come across. If you were with us for the Stack Chat where we were joined by Darth Precious Metals, you may have an idea of what this is, but if not, we were joined by Darth Precious Metals on the Stack Chat with myself and Future Investments to celebrate him hitting 300 subscribers. And we were actually able to get him to 300 subscribers during the live stream, which was absolutely fantastic. I think it was at something like 291. And with it being so close, there was enough people in the live chat that hadn't yet subscribed to Darth that were able to go across and bump him to just above 300, which was a fantastic moment to share on the live stream. But to celebrate doing that, he ran a bit of a giveaway. He wanted me to do a duck race on the live chat, and as luck would have it, the duck race was actually won by Future Investments, who had joined me on for a chat. Now, Future being such an absolutely incredible guy, he asked that Darth forward it onto myself because he knew that I'm a huge fan of Darth's round. And yeah, he was incredibly generous of both Future and Darth. Darth for putting on the giveaway anyway, and Future for agreeing to passing his winnings over to myself. But right here we have the certificate of authenticity as produced by Silverpunk. And once again, I generally cannot thank both Darth and Future Investments enough for agreeing to send that across to me. Just like with the Thule paws, they will definitely be going in my deepest of deep stacks for me to keep forever, because they are wonderful pieces that I am so honoured to have in my collection now. Okay, so we have just one more package to open, guys. It's another item that I've got an idea of what it is. Well, I definitely know where it's come from, because this one has come from my good friend Griff, aka Coin Noob, from over on TikTok. And we've done a little bit of a swap for a coin. It was a coin that I had a couple of, and he was looking to get one for himself. And also, he's helped me pick up one of the latest Mortuga Zombooks coins. So we have a box right here, but we also got a little letter right here. So we'll do the letter first. Brilliant. Okay, so we have another Coin Noob sticker, which is brilliant. I would be more than happy to add that to the collection, Noob, my friend. And right here we have his letter, which reads, "Hey TSC buddy, have I got a cracking delivery for you? enclosed is a stunning 2023 perfect KC-free Crown Britannia, limited to 200,000 in exchange for your spinner dolphin. Thanks for that. Also enclosed is the latest of the Zombux coins Mortuga in both 1 ounce silver and 1 ounce copper. I've also enclosed a gift of a rather premium piece of copper for your collection. Keep up the great vids and stack chats. CoinNoob71 TikTok. Griff, mate, thank you so much. And that's incredibly kind of you. You didn't have to send a gift across. I can't believe you've gone ahead and done that. But without any further delay, we'll get the pieces out so we can have a quick look. And right here, as he said, we've got an absolutely flawless crowned King Charles III Silver Britannia from his coronation. Now, I have had this coin previously. I've given it away in on the channel, and I've also sent a couple over to future investments as Christmas and birthday gifts, etc., purely because I know he prefers the crown version. But it did leave me without one for my collection. So, as I said, when I knew Griff had a couple of spares, he was more than happy enough to swap that across for the spinner dolphin. I think it was the 2020 spinner dolphin that I swapped for that. So we've got the crowned Coronation Britannia finally back in the collection. And next up, we have, as Griff has said in his letter, we have the brand new Mortuga zombie turtle. And it's not that I don't like the design, I just think it's possibly my least favourite from this series, which includes the Pandemonium, the Cuckaburied, and now the Kangarooing as well. So, and I don't know, it's not, as I say, it's not that I don't like the design, so it may grow on me, and it may go up in the ranking a little bit. But at face value, yeah, I think this is probably my least favourite of the releases as of yet. Right there we can see we've got the zombified turtle swimming along, and we've got the usual biohazard sign on the reverse, which you would find on all the Provident Metal Zombux coins. The legend reads, Zombux, currency of the apocalypse, 1 ounce 999 fine silver, and that's an amazing addition to the collection. So Griff, thank you so much for helping me out with that, buddy. And likewise, as he said in the letter, we have the copper bullion to go with it. I have the entire first series in copper bullion, and the newest series I'm collecting in both copper bullion and silver bullion. So that's fantastic to have all of those coins in the collection, mate. So Griff, once again, thank you so much for helping me out with that. I generally can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I do have one third little coin peeking at me right here, and you know what, this is a little piece of beauty right here. So without any further delay, let me bring it on screen so we can all have a look at just how beautiful this 2024 Mexico copper round is right there. And just like on the Libertad, we have Winged Victory right there, and I assume likewise with the Libertad that would be Mexico City in the background. I love the way this looks. I'm not always a fan of the coloured coins, but I do think on occasion when coloured coins are done right, they can look incredible, and I certainly believe this is an incredible looking piece. If we look at the other side, we have the national Mexican coat of arms right there with the eagle devouring the snake, and we have the Mexican flag colours in the background as well. It says right there, 1 avoirdupois ounce, 999 fine copper. That's the first time I've ever seen a avoirdupois ounce actually depicted on a coin. Now, a lot of people may not be aware of this, but when you're talking of copper bullion, with copper not being a precious metal, it's very often not weighed in troy ounces, just like a silver bullion would be. So most of the time when you pick up a 1 ounce copper piece, it's going to be more likely to weigh 28.28 grams or thereabouts. It might be 28.3, etc., etc. But a standard ounce, as I say, your normal ounce is 28.28 grams, and that is what's known as an avoirdupois ounce, which is represented by the AVDP right there. So that's just a little fun fact that you may not be aware of. But let's just go back to just how stunningly beautiful this coin is. It really is. I think this has got to now be my favourite copper coin by a long way, Griff, mate. It really has. That is just stunning. So Griff, thank you so very much for sending that across. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, mate. I really can't. That is literally a thing of beauty. I've not got any more stands to hand, so We'll pop it right there with the Zombooks, etc. But that's about all I've got to share with you all today. I apologise if the video hasn't sounded the best today. I'm a little bit nasally. I've come down with a little bit of something, so I'm struggling to breathe a little bit. But other than that, I'm feeling fine. I hope the audio doesn't sound too bad on the video is all I'm saying. But as per always, it's been an absolute pleasure going through this week's pickups and new releases with you all. As I said at the beginning of the video, I hope you all had a fantastic week, and definitely let me know what you've been up to in the comments below. As well as that, let me know what your thoughts are of the pieces that I've been able to pick up or I've been sent across this week. There's been some fantastic pieces I've looked at today, so let me know which one's your favourite in the comments below, as like always, I am more than interested in knowing. But with that being the case, in usual style, I've probably rabbled on for long enough now, so I'm going to leave you all by saying, until next time, as usual, look after each other, keep stacking, take care, and goodbye.